Jeff.
We got two great guests in studio to talk and focus on Shelton, as we do every week at this time. Mark Ziegler from the city and Donna Feddern from the library, Timberland Regional Library. Morning, y'all.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Thanks for coming on the air. We got some big news, and some $288,000 in capital funding has been secured for Shelton Timberland Regional Library. This is big time.
Yeah, it's great.
Very exciting. How did this happen, Mark? And what can we expect to come of it, Donna?
Well, this is a direct appropriation through the state capital budget and through the supplemental budget this year. The city of Shelton, with our economic development and communications director, Andy Arness, worked with some folks that are helping us in Olympia. We put together several requests to our reps and our senator. So Senator Shelton, Representative McEwen, and Griffey, and their obvious support of our community recognized the need and got this project specifically in that supplemental budget, and we're off and running now. So we really thank them for their support and their interest in the community. And without them, this isn't there. This isn't in place, and we're not able to make these needed upgrades that need to happen at the Shelton Timberland Library.
What are the upgrades that are needed there, Donna?
So we need a new roof. The paint, if you're driving by the library, you can see it's looking a little shabby. It needs a new coat of paint. Also, we have a deck out back, and it's been closed off. I don't think it was constructed very well. A lot of the water damage is starting to get into the wood and everything, so we need to get that repaired. We're actually already getting patron comments about what we should do with
I'm sure
the deck.
you are.
Of course.
But yeah, so people are pretty excited, and I think landscaping's part of that as well. So yeah, it's really gonna, when you drive by or when you walk in the building, you're gonna see a nicer looking building.
That's really cool. That's really cool.
That
What
is.
is the process on this, the timeline? What are we thinking here?
Well, we don't have the design work done, so we're going out looking for potential architects that'll be able to create that design level work, bid specifications, so we can go out and find contractors that'll be able to complete that work. We're hoping we can do that within the construction season this year. Things are busy out there, but at minimum, I would hope that we get the crucial items done, like the roof, before we get into another rainy season, and maybe push back some of the other things. Maybe paint and roof, and then if we are fighting weather and that construction season, we can push something back if necessary. But we're certainly, our goal is to get this completed as soon as possible, so we can realize these benefits to our patrons in the library as quickly as possible.
So the library constructed back in '89 and maintained by the city. Is that how it works for all of the 35 libraries in the region? The city of license, if you will, is the one that kind of takes care of it?
I believe we own 7 of our libraries at Timberland, but the rest, yes, they are run by the city. And it's just been a little frustrating because cities don't have enough money to really maintain them. So we're really excited when things like this happen, when the city is able to find money to keep those buildings in good condition, because we don't want to have a roof leak. We don't, when people are having such a good experience inside, we want them to be able to drive by the outside and also feel good about their library.
Let's talk about the user experience at the library. When we posted the story that this happened, there were some comments, and some of them were, do people even go to the library anymore? And I know I was at the library just 2 weeks ago looking at cross-stitch books, and there was a bunch of people in there.
Yeah.
How busy is the Shelton Timberland Library?
We get about 400 to 600 visitors a day, depending on what we're doing, which is quite a lot.
Wow,
it's probably
that is a lot.
more than, the Civic Center, maybe, depending on what's going on there.
What's going on here, Lou?
No, I think she's right. Other than last night, maybe.
Right. So, we get a lot of people coming in. Sometimes there's no parking at all in our parking lot. And I like to tell people, if nobody was coming to the library anymore, I would find a different job. But, we're needed, and we do a lot more than people think. And we're always excited to have people come in and discover some
I
of the
love that
things.
people are still going to the library.
I mean,
Instead of Googling something.
Sure.
Well,
you
you
know,
know, we
Let's go
have
to
a
the library.
website, so even if you can't get in, we've got so many things online too.
That's
that
right.
people can do online classes, online research, car repair. I mean, all kinds of things for people, even if they can't get into the physical building. But we're always happy to see people.
yeah, I mean, it's a great time in there, and you know, you can get lost in all the good books and just peruse the Dewey Decimal System and things like that. I love it. Very cool. So look through the continuation of this year for design plans, and before you know it, you'll see nice looking new library here on the hill. Last night was Empty Bowls. That was a
Yeah,
fun event last night,
absolutely.
getting the paint on for the some of those projects. The final is next week, and that's really what it's all about, is the culmination for the fundraising dinner. $10 suggested donation, and this goes to Saints Pantry.
Correct.
We've been doing this
every
for-
penny raised next Wednesday will go right to the Saints Pantry Food Bank.
Last year, $1,800, and a big thanks to Olympic Bakery and Deli, Sisters Restaurant, The Strip Steakhouse, Taylor Shellfish Farms, Smoke and Moe's, Kern's Kitchen. Anyone else that I leave
No,
off
you
there?
got it.
them
Yeah,
all?
those are all our great restaurants that are participating, and looking forward to having a great bowl of soup from one of those
There's
restaurants.
a lot of folks there. We got there right at about 5 o'clock, right when it started, and it was already packed.
Yeah. I think they're trying to get there early, and we were there almost to 7:30 with a few people finishing up and having a good time, still talking and painting away on their bowls. It was great.
Oh, fun.
And you mentioned the people at the Civic Center. So not only was Empty Bowls going on, but
Yeah.
then there was Zumba and the
Kaleidoscope dance, yeah.
So the
Oh,
Civic
wow.
Center always a very busy
It
place.
was busy. It's great. Yeah, it's
can-
nice to see that kind of cross promotion too
Uh-huh.
with these events. And we actually had people come out of Zumba and come out and make bowls last week, and they were
Very
back tonight.
cool.
So yeah, it's good to see.
Nice. Mark Ziegler, Donna Feddern from the Timberland Regional Library. Mark's with the City of Shelton. And the focus on Shelton this and every week brought to you by our Community Credit Union.